Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan here from ODD, Old Dudes Diecast. Here with another unboxing of cars I bought online. I've been really on Facebook lately, buying cars from two people that sell good prices. I like how they have their system down on there. One that has where he puts his cars in the plastic containers, jammers. He lists them ABC across, and then 1 through 8 all the way down. And you have a choice of all the cars that are on there. You just have to put be the first one on there to say sold, and it could be yours if you pay. So anyways, I got a box from I think it's Robert 123. I'll probably put it up here. I usually do. I don't know why I don't have these down. I've bought cars from them. Oh, this is probably the third time now. So enough of me rambling here. Let's get to what we're here for to look at. Let's go look at these diecasts and see what I got. Here we go. All right, guys, we're back in my wonderful place to show my diecast. They're all in storage or whatever I bought since I moved over here in my closet or my other room. So first car here, I believe this is the mystery car that was released probably in 2012, maybe a little bit later. I don't remember, but I thought I bought the right one last time. Apparently, I started looking at it, and I realized that it's a lighter blue, not the dark blue. That one actually was released in main lines, but this is the Chrysler Firepower prototype. Well, right here we can tell when it was made, but I'm pretty sure it was like a year or so later that it was released in the mystery models. Probably still mystery cars at the time. But anyways, yeah, I got it in blue here. It's one I picked up from him. So, and it's gonna be a while because I got a lot. I got this that I'm probably gonna customize. 66 Mustang. I'm not taking out the package because it's all beat to heck. So you can clearly see that. But that's gonna be a custom when I get back to doing customizing cars as soon as we get our house, because all my stuff's in storage. And I don't feel like dragging it out here and then have to drag it out of here into the house. So I might do a wheel swap or something, but we'll see. That has yet to be something I wanted to do. But picked up another mystery model. One of my other cars, I think, had an error. This is the Ford Shelby Concept. And this is a mystery model. Or actually, it's a mystery car. I think it's one of the first 2 years they brought the cars out after they did them in the blisters. This is one of the ones they actually did in the blackout blister, but there is mystery models that they did before these that actually had real rider tires. I think there's a Volkswagen set. Might be some more. I don't know. I really haven't researched them. But my other one is missing all this up front. It doesn't have any of this gray. It just literally starts into the green flames. So I picked it up for $1. I was like, why not? Because I would say it's a variation. So it's good to have for $1. What can't really go wrong, right? I mean, you could do so much more wrong with that extra $1, right? And some of the other things. Okay, here we go. Now we're going back in time a little bit. This is one of the original Ultra Hots. Street Beast, I believe this is what it's called. No, Wind Splitter, sorry. You can see it clearly right there. 1982, but it was a BMW M1, I believe. I think that's probably just from being in the I mean, there's no chipping or anything, no scratching, so I think that just happened when the tampo was laid. So, yeah. But it's in really good shape. Ultra Hots are there for being one of the original Ultra Hots. The back, I think, yeah. Well, it opens, but I'm not going to start to stress out those marks. But you clearly can tell it will open if you want it to. But, yeah, I'm going to not do that. Looks like there's a little spot right there. But other than that, I mean, this thing is mint. And I think I only paid $2 for it. Or maybe $3. Because it is 1, 2, 3 sale. So I think I got that on the first day. Here's another one I got. I got a 66, no, this is 67 Dodge Charger. I'm probably going to customize this. Paid, I think, he does do 50-cent days too. I think I paid 50 cents for this. Maybe $1, I don't know. But it's great. The window's nice and clear, so I can clean it up and drill it out and do something with it. I got a couple ideas I like to do with this charger. But, you know, when, like I said, when I get to back to have my own little place, I'll do that. Bought this car because I thought it was a mystery car, and I was wrong. I can't believe it. I'm usually always right, but this time I was wrong. Yeah, no, I'm usually about 50-50. But I thought this was a mystery model, and I really wasn't going to get it, but the price was right, and I was like, I'll pay $1 for it. Come to find out that the mystery model is actually gray, but I think it still has the same type of graphic on the side. And it's got the 2nd gen base wheels on it. And this body's plastic now that I feel this. Yeah, metal base. Go figure. That's wild. Question. I don't know if anybody's going to respond to it, but has y'all ever done a custom with a plastic body, metal base, and how much of a pain is it to actually get a... I mean, I guess you could glue it, of course, but any of you people that like to do the screws or what have you put in there, how much more of a challenge is it to screw one of the, or drill one of these out and put a screw in? Just curious. I mean, is there any steps you have to take to do it right? Just wondering. But anyways, yeah, that was my first mistake. This bad boy. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Okay, I'll just throw this out here. Well, I couldn't help it, but this is actually our original Redline from, I think it's 69. No, yeah, it is 69, 68 copyright. And this is, I don't know if this year they did this. I can't remember. But this is a U.S. split image. I mean, it's in pretty good shape. I mean, there's no cracks in the windshield. It really just needs wheels in the engine. I'm pretty sure you can get a repo engine. I know you can on the wheels, but I picked it up for $3. I figured, you know what, it's nice to have. I mean, for a cheap Redline like this, I was like, why not? And not only did he have this one, he had a blue one too, or real dark. No, it's blue. Sorry, it is blue, and it does have a couple wheels on it still. Just missing one. But another question for maybe one of these collectors that watch my. Now I noticed that the axle, or the I guess is the bushing, right? The bushings are like a white. Now, is this because of aging, or is this actually also they use red bushings? I was just wondering, because it looks like the rest of them are white on this. Just curious, you know? But, yeah, I picked them up. I thought maybe I could do some resto work on there, test on these or something. I don't know. Extra parts. I mean, I thought they were just cool to have. Here we go. I believe I just saw this the other day. This is actually a Toys R Us exclusive Porsche 911. It's in pretty good shape. I see a nick or two I didn't see before. That might be paint. Oh, that looks like paint there. That if it's not paint, it's just a good weird smoosh where it kind of glided over the paint. But, you know, it's a nice filler. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's been played with a little bit here. It's not terribly wrong. I mean, it's still a good roller. I mean, still does the thing, right? I don't know. It's got good shine on it. Sucks that it's got a little bit of wear on it, but, you know, these are cars. We all play with them when we were kids, so I'm pretty sure a kid was playing with this, or maybe an adult racing it down track. Who knows? But it's wild looking with the red windows in the interior. But all in all, it's still there. Pretty good shape. I picked it up, I think, for $1 or $2. I think I didn't really spend that much. I kind of look at these cars as best as possible, but you know, they're in a jammer, so you're only seeing like this side, and you're trying to blow a picture of it, trying to, you know, get a good layout. You can only see really one side and a little bit of the edges of the bumpers and whatnot. But, you know, you can get an idea if it's been played with or not, or if it has a little wear. You know, easy way to tell on these, of course, is the axles. If you can see, you know, if kids play with them, that water, rust, the trail will show up on the wheels, of course, and kind of a tattletale mark that you know that they've been played with, so, or have been in water at some point in time. Moving on. All right, guys. This is gonna be another custom I do. I haven't bought this yet. It is on one of my list to get, but this is the, I think, original 34 Ford. When it was introduced into the lineup, I think this is the original paint. Or it might have been red. This might be, yeah, this one's got metallic in it, so this might be the second variation of it. The first variation, I don't think had metallic red paint, but it's not in bad shape. It's got the high raker feature on it, but you can tell right there. Well, you can't see. Yeah, maybe you can. You look. Let me see. Sorry, focus. There you go. I can see it, but there's a trail of rust right there, so this has definitely been in the water at one time. Kid's toy, you know, of course. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna do a custom or something on this too, so that's another reason I like going on there too, is I don't have to search for these cars. You can kind of just sit home and shop till you drop. But moving on, picked up this Porsche. It's another Porsche, and this is a Matchbox. I'm starting to get into more Matchbox. I'm trying to bring my variety to my collection. And let's see here. And this is the Porsche 911 Turbo. Is it a 911 Turbo, or it's got to be a 911, right? There I go, not knowing my cars, but I know. Bacayu, is that where this is made? But it's super fast. It's got the good wheels, and it's a good stance. Doors open. Good details in the interior. Look at that steering wheel. I mean, the lettering's still good. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably just take a touch-up marker, clean the car up a little bit, touch up the black, and I mean, it's gonna be in my collection. Of course, if ever I had to sell it, I'd probably get the details out to it, what I did, but I don't know. I mean, it's in pretty good shape. I saw it there, and I was like, man, I need more variety in my collection. I'm gonna pick up that Porsche. I believe it says super fast on the front, doesn't it? What does that say? I don't know. It's a Europe license plate. I can't tell. Anyways, yeah, I got that bad boy too. Trust me. Let's see. All this loose cars And I got this big old box to go. I never showed y'all the box, but there is a bunch of goodies in here. Also, too, when he buy them, he puts each car in individual plastic bags, so they won't even know they're compact into the box. You really don't ever have to worry about them being damaged. If you have any damage on them after you get on the bag, that's because they were already like that. So, moving on. So I got in a little Viper kick on his page too, and he had this one, which is from a 5-pack. I don't remember which 5-pack it was, but I did research it. But I thought it was pretty cool, because I'm trying to get more loose cars in my collection too. So that Viper I got, and then I got this one. There y'all are the first gen Vipe RT10. This is out of a playset. This one's got a couple nicks on it, but yeah, I didn't see that because, you know, the car is sitting like this, and, you know, you're just going by one side. I guess you could ask for a more detail, but he's always, you know, pretty up with the, you know, the cars. But I didn't mind it. It's a good car right now to put in for the collection. If I find one loose down the road, I'll put it in as replace, or we'll just keep it. It just gives it character, right? So this is out of a play set, and there's another one too that came out of the play set. I guess I want to move these up because we're gonna have a lot of cars here. I'm gonna try to do this a little quicker than that. Gotta be quicker than that, right? So God, I can't wait to get my place to set up for you guys. This is unexpected, but this is probably how we're gonna roll till we find a house, which that's not too far away now. Here's another one from I believe it's a 5-pack. I don't know. I might try to put pictures of the 5-packs on here, but I thought this looked real good with I don't think those are the PR5s, but it's a 5-spoke with open center, and nice metallic gray, and nice, a lot of metallic in there. Really nice looking. Orange interior. It's nice little striping on the side there. Viper. Nice logo. I thought that was really nice. Nice little details. I know it didn't have lights, but still, I do appreciate these cars that don't have that, because it just shows you, you know, Mattel through its years, it's evolving or devolving sometimes. Here's another one. Yeah. I think this is the last pickup of Vipers, but yeah, I got this one too. Now this one is also in the play set with the green one. Well, it's I think it's the other variation you could get with the play set. This one's in darn near mint condition. Got a great shine to it. I want to say it came in a play set around 98 or 99. But, I mean, I could clean the green one up. It'll still have those nicks, but, I mean, I could get the shine back on it. But still, they still look good. But, yeah, those were my Viper pickups. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Woo! We're keeping it real here. Unfiltered, uncut. Okay, another custom I'm gonna do. I think I just bought this car, actually in the package. But here's what what it looks like after a couple years of play, or decade or so. But I'm gonna do a custom on this. I'm trying to put some variety on my customs when I start getting to them. I need to finish what I have, but like I said, they're in storage, and I could really give a poop, I guess, right now with them until I get, you know, a place. But I'm just building up my arsenal, you know, getting it built up, so when I get ready to start working on them, watch out. I'm gonna really start moving on them. Let's see here. Okay, one thing about me, I love the freaking Armor Truck. I don't know why, but I like them. I like them. They're just so cool. But got this one. It's off a 5-pack. Now, it's missing the door, but I know what to look for. Hopefully, maybe I can... it's supposed to be chrome. And don't you move. Stay. Stay. But, yeah, I know they did a chrome one a couple years ago. I might see if I can find one and then just take it off it. Then maybe make that a custom or something. One, I take the door off. Who knows? But it's played with a little bit. It's not too bad shape. I mean, it's plastic based. The tampos have not worn off, and they're in really good shape, as you can see. It just got played with somewhat. I can probably take a little bit of polish, buff the wheels out a little bit, clean it up, and voila. It looks like it's never been played with. That is Armor Truck number 1. Armor Truck number 2, which is straight out of a 5-pack, because I remember he had the whole set, but I only like a few cars. So that's another thing I like about his site. Like, I don't mind having loose castings, because if it's a 5-pack and there's like 1 or 2 cars out of the 5-pack that I like, and I could give 2 flips about the other ones, then I feel like this is the best way to go, at least for me. I don't collect all the castings like I used to. I used to do all the castings, all the variations back in the early 90s, late 80s. When I considered that was I figured there's 2 phases of when I collected. When I was a kid, where I actually just played and didn't give any crap about what happened to them, you know, bang them up, crash them up, whatever. I played with them. And then my second time I started collecting Hot Wheels, I actually collected them to collect. I didn't play with them. I did race them, but I didn't, you know, play with them like I was a kid out in the dirt and all that. So, and then this is my old mug collecting phase now, where I don't even play. I mean, I wouldn't mind racing them. I mean, I know the Mustang Hunter's got his track up. I know who else had tracks? What's his name? I can't even think of his name now. King Nut. He had a track for a while. And then Live or Die Cast, they had tracks. I think the Mustang Hunter is the only one that has a track still. Well, I think Zelda. I don't watch Zelda. I apologize. I am subscribed, but I can't watch everybody's channel like consistently. I try to get in a couple episodes here and there. Thumb up. I appreciate all the content you all put out, but I'm trying to put content out there too. So it is hard to put all my time into trying to watch everybody's channels, which I love to subscribe to when I can and try to put a comment or something there. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's all about having enough time to do it. But moving on here, I know we're getting into other topics, so I'll try to keep this going. So here's another one I picked up. I like the paramedic trucks too. I mean, I grew up with these bad boys. And I picked up this one. This was from a 5-pack exclusive, I believe. It's got the 7-spoke wheels on it. Now, I noticed when they redid this car, they finally got I think this is the same base they use on the van and on the Rambler, the tow truck. But they finally actually made the full frame for this. The base actually goes all the way to the back of the body, which is great. But it took them 30 plus years to do it. But still, hey, I love it. It's great. Looks good. It's fresh out of a 5-pack. We're moving on. Here's another one I got out of a 5-pack. Or from one of his cars from a 5-pack. Well, you see, I got this wobbly table here, guys. Doesn't do me any justice. But I tried to, I don't know if I should, no, yeah, maybe. Yeah, sorry guys, this is gonna happen a lot. I apologize for not having the right, trying to keep these from rolling. But some of these would be good track cars, I guess. I might try that on a track. It just looks like it could do something. All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. All right, so we've done this Rescue Ranger truck with the paramedic rescue livery on it. Here's another one, Unit 7. Let's say this is more of a fire department. Yeah, fire department livery on it. Love the flames up on the doors up here. It's just awesome. And then that little fade job with the Tampa on the side. Looks good. This one, see, yeah, another thing, Mustang Hunter brought it to my attention. If it says Thailand on it, majority of the time, it's going to be from a 5-pack. I did not know that until he said that. So good looking out, Mustang Hunter, teaching me. Now, this one says Malaysia, but I'm pretty sure this is a majority of the time they will say Thailand on it. That might be also a certain year where they changed over on the 5-packs. I don't know. I never researched it. But anyways, moving on. Sorry about the rambling. Got a Fiat 500C in this Hot Wheels racing livery. Now this is just sweet. I mean, they used to race these at the track. I mean, they probably still do, but I mean, I believe they used to race these in the 50s and or early 60s. Maybe up to the late 60s. But that's just so aggressive looking. I like that. I mean, the livery's right on this. I mean, I don't see wrong in this, except that maybe if it could have been a premium, it'd be great to have some premium wheels on it. But you know what? You didn't hear that from me. I like it exactly how it is. All right, another car. And I believe this is out of a 5-pack too. I'm pretty sure. Most of these cars I got are 5-packs. Or one of them loose. But the Very 5 are, I think it's called the Very 5 or Very Air. Very 8, sorry. Very 8. Now this car is basically just a highly modified Corvair. And I'm pretty sure this is out of 5-pack. But I'd never had one of these loose, and I saw this flat gray with the Hot Wheels logo. This just looked too cool. Like the red wheels. Look how small those second-gen basic wheels are. That is insane. And look right there. The engine's right behind there. You see the velocity stacks. It's got a little scoop right there to get some air in. And then all that pressed in louvers on the back of the hood. Well, actually, that is the hood or the boot. That is pretty cool. To extract all that air or heat out of it. But this is a good casting. I like that casting. All right, next car. I don't even remember getting this car. I don't remember. I swear I didn't. I think I accidentally marked it and I tried to remove it off my list. But Robert said he wasn't having any of that. Once you mark it, it's yours. It doesn't matter. I don't think this came out in a separate car anyways, unless it was white. But it's got the opening doors in the back still. I know this was a white and green, I think it was. And I think I had maybe I think I had the final 500, or the final run of this casting. Which I don't really know why they actually did that final run. This is not a bad casting. I mean, this has many good ideas. You know, it's a good platform for them to do things with. I don't know why they decided to dump the casting. I mean, you don't have to use it just for an ambulance. I mean, God, it's got so many It's got so much potential to be something else. But anyways, yeah, apparently I picked this up, and I think it came with the Rescue Ranger, but yep, we have it now. All right, moving on. Now this is definitely not a 5-pack because it came with another car I wanted. But this is the, I know it's a Ford 900. And I know it was a dump truck at one time and a stake bed truck. But I thought it was cool. I mean, you know what? It cracks me up that I don't like some of these brown wheels, but I don't know. This looks cool, and it's got a pearl yellow paint on it. And a little dirt track. It's a dirt track official truck. So, because I think this is from like a dirt track series 5-pack. But I love this. I wish this is a little loose. It hadn't played with, but it just doesn't sit very tight on there. But I mean, it's never been played with. It's got no marks. I mean, the wheels are, look at that, it's still got the little like place where they pull it off the tab when it comes out of the mode. But I mean, it is nice. It's nice to have when he's loose too. I thought it'd be cool to have. I picked that up. I love that yellow paint on it. It's probably one of my favorites. I wish they put the D. I know at one time it did actually have the lights on there. I think when it first came out, because I remember my old one had the headlights actually on there, and I think it said 900 on there somewhere. I'm pretty sure of that. All right, next row. Saw this, and I can't recall this is a 5-pack exclusive. I think it is. Like I said, I try to stay with the 5-packs, but this Charger is probably one of my favorites. Sometimes they always put the best cars in 5-packs, the best Liberties. Don't get me wrong, I know Mattel's little ideas behind it, but man, that does scream early 2000s. But I can't lie, I love this. I've eyeballed it a couple times, and I've missed out on it because somebody else either bid on it and I didn't see it. But it did catch my eye. I didn't come back to it till later. But this 67 Charger, this livery, I like the blacked out wheels on it. It just looks right. There's no more I can say about it. I like it. That's all that matters, right? It's what you like. And now I know why this is doing this, because I'm putting the weight of my arms on this table because it lifts up. So, can't do that no more. Might have to get a turntable, because I know this is getting old. This one's going to be for my loose O's collection. I have one in the card still. I found it in... actually, I bought them online because this is when I first started collecting. I thought this was going to be impossible to find for some reason, and I bought a set from a guy. And then, I mean, for a year, I could find these things at package. I found these were at Kroger's at one time, and these were supposed to be Walmart exclusives. Anyways, I finally got a loose one now. I wish they went with a different wheel on it, my opinion. I mean, these Steelies, they're okay. I mean, it's not bad. I like the livery. I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't know about the green windows, but, you know, could make a Pro Stock out of one of these. Could. It's got potential, but, yeah, I finally got that 68 442 for my loose O's collection, because now I'm trying to collect them loose. What else can you do, right, when you can't find cars? You buy old ones you don't have. You go back. You budget yourself. But after this month, or well, we're in April, this is April 1st, so I'm not going to be buying cars online for a while. I'm going to probably just stick to the, unfortunately, stick to the Walfarts and the Targets and Dollar Tree. No Dollar Generals, because they're absolutely a joke around here. I've rarely, I mean, out of 100%, maybe 15 to 25% I find something. at the Dollar Generals around here. But yes, sorry, rambling again. This is from a 5-pack. This is the Caravan 2000. No, this is 98 first, or when it just came out. So yeah, I like the paint scheme. There's not very many of these. I know they made this in a premium. I don't know if it's Boulevard or Garage, maybe both. But I like this livery. I thought it looked pretty sharp. I picked it up. Like I say, I like to collect variety. I don't have to, you know, stay with one casting. I love cars in general. So, as you clearly can see, I have a range of cars. But if I have a choice that I collect every time, it's going to be this right here. That will be my thing. And that's in any casting, any make. So, moving on. Got a Jeep here. Came from this 5-pack. I didn't get the other 2 cars because I think you can get them on a single card. Trust me, guys, I try to do my research before I buy these things. But yeah, this is a redesign they did in the late 80s, early 90s off the Jeep. Or it might be a completely new casting. I've never actually looked it up to it, but from what I remember seeing this, they kind of completely changed the front end on that. In the back. They kind of took their Jeep casting, I think, and just kind of updated the front end and the rear. I'd have to look again to actually confirm that, but that's what my interpretation was back when when I was collecting the second time. But yeah, I got that out of the 5-pack. That's nice. Might put more Jeeps in my collection eventually. CJs or FJs, or is FJ the newer one? I don't know. I know you know, it's a Jeep. Let's just go with that. All right, this is out of a 5-pack. This is the I think prototype Power Wagon they did back in the late thousands. Yeah, let's see. Let's say 2002. Okay, yeah. I think the original one was silver, but this is out of a 5-pack. I don't know. I thought it was kind of unusual. I think it's like a Halloween pack. I like that dark blue, and the graphics look pretty cool. Kind of like the Kraken. I dig that. I thought that was pretty cool. I think purple windows would look better with this, but you know, it's my choice, my thought on that. Because it's got a yellow interior. Maybe it just went, no, is it yellow or gray? I can't even tell. Yeah, it's gray. And the yellow, yeah, it's yellow. They should have gone with blue windows or purple windows, but it's all right. I like it. The livery looks pretty cool. I see his eye. I didn't even see that till now. But the other Kraken, freaking, yeah. Not bad. All right. See enough of that. We're working on the second row here, guys. We're moving down. Yeah, I picked this one up. Love me some police cars. And picked up this Fusion police car. It's out of a 5-pack. Got that gold banging base. I might take this down to the pawn shop. How much should we give me for this gold encrusted Ford Fusion police car, bro? No, that looks pretty good though, really. Hot Wheels likes to get bold with their colors. I don't mind that one bit. Sometimes it's overkill, sometimes it's right up my alley. But yeah. I got a couple of these now. I only had 1 or 2, but now I think I got at least another 3, so I got 5 now. But this is a 5-pack exclusive. Also came with another car, which this is the last car for the first row. All right, Mustang, the concept car, I believe. Yep, Concept GT. Yep. This is also from that 5-pack. But this came out of that pack too with the Fusion. pretty good shape. I believe it was 5-pack pulled fresh, because a lot of the cars he had looked like they were from the 5-packs and pulled fresh. All right, now we're getting to the last row. And I got some goodies here. All right. Another 5-pack goodie. Always liked me the Corvette Stingray, and I saw this one on there. I was like, wow, that looks good. This is from a 5-pack too. I don't remember the 5-pack. I think there was 1 or 2 cars I liked out of it, and this was one of the ones he had. But man, that just looks good. I know they changed this car where they reversed it, but if you ever look at the other one that's got a plastic top or a plastic body, it's an updated body. Because this is based off 77 back on the Corvettes. If you see the other one that has like a dome window in the back, that's 78 or later. But when you look at the car, they try to take this casting and update it. And it's crossed between the 78-9 body style with the 80, 81, 82 body style. It's really a hodgepodge, but I see what they were trying to do. Just trying to use existing casting and work it around it and update it. You could say. But look at that, it's got a blue interior. I didn't realize it had a steering wheel, like almost a full detailed steering wheel. It's not like just half the wheel on the damn dash. Pardon my French, but yeah, that looks good. But yeah, this is out of 5-pack too, and I think I might have the other car. I don't think I do, but I think this actually was the only car I liked out of the 5-pack. So, anyways, we're on the last row here, guys, so I'll be off here soon. We're probably going to run up to about another 10 minutes. I'll try to speed it up. Here's another, this is not a 5-pack car, but I picked it up. Thought it would be cool to have one loose. And I just now noticed that this has been in water. Did not notice that. Anyways, I might be able to clean that off. It's got a little bit of water on there. See that? Yeah, I think I could do something with that. Easy fix. But yeah, this is I think this is actually the first release for the Mazda RX-7. I think there was a white one, which was the Kroger mystery pack, and then the black one. So I got that. I figured that'd be a cool one to have. This one's out of a 5-pack. This is basically a Supra that's been modified, but it's the Supra Tsunami, or it's the other one they call it. Yeah, it's a Supra Tsunami. But I thought that livery looked really good with the green windows. I know originally it came out in gold, but man, I love this one. I think these are the PR5s. Do like me a Supra. I'm not gonna lie, this body style, they nailed it when they brought this out. And just like with the RX-7 from the mid-90s to late or early thousands, they did a heck of a job on those cars. All right. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep the plastic baggies here because I'm gonna have to put all these back. All right, another 5-pack car, and a car I've been looking for a while. It's been on my Oldsmobile list. Is this Aurora with the, I guess this is like Tour of the World series. I think the, I believe that the Caravan came out of that same set, but I've never picked this car up. I've seen it. It's nice. It's like a nice pearlescent pinkish pearl. Purple color with the Eiffel Tower on its side. It's got the 5-dot wheels on it. And it's another Aurora off my list. I'm getting down to probably just base variations and stuff, but I didn't want the 5-pack. I just wanted that. But that was a bonus because I didn't really realize that that car was in that set until I looked it up. I looked it up for this car and then found out that that car was in that set. So I was like, okay, why not? Let's expand our collection some more. What else are we doing, right? All right, I don't know what that is. Probably just a plastic bag. This is from a 5-pack. This Aston Martin, is this the... Oh, God, the Vantage 8? Is that what it is? Yep. Vantage 8. See, I tried to get my old brain to work here. But yeah, I love the sky blue. It's metallic. Oh, man, this is gorgeous looking. And the 10 spokes, nothing wrong with this. Just needs some detail. It's got front detail. Yeah, there you go, see? No taillight detail, but I like it. I love the color. It's a nice, it kind of reminds me of my old Cutlass I used to have. It's a little lighter, but almost close to it. All right, then I found this. From this 5-pack here, there was only another car I wanted out of the 5-packs. And I actually bought this car first. This Subaru Impreza. Blister fresh. Or 5-pack fresh. Now, do you see that? Now that I see the light in there, there's nothing underneath that damn hood. Pardon my French. That is just a base you see. But yeah, road rally look. Very aggressive. Look at that. Actually, you can see through there. Aggressive. And that's metal, isn't it? Or is that plastic? No, that's metal. No? No, the body's plastic. Okay. But still, that's aggressive spoiler on the back of this. Oh, man, come on. You spin the... There we go. 10-spoke wheels. Looks good. I like it. But I saw that. I picked that up. And then there's another 5-pack Subaru I found. Now, this is reverse. This is metal body. Plastic base. And these crazy white wheels. I can't tell if it's got... Well, I think that's just the blue of the interior that you see underneath there. But that's cool. It's a toy car, right? But I picked this one up. It's bold colors here. The white, I can't even read. There we go. Subaru Impreza, blah, blah. MJ1NL. Made in Indonesia. But it's a 5-pack. So, I don't know. It seems like the 5-pack cars are made in a lot of places. All right. I promise you we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. All right. Another car from that 5-pack, which I don't remember, some type of car set. I can't remember the name of it, sorry. I researched these before I bought them. But this is 69 GTO. Nice gold, almost Spectra Flame-like, with this nice little stripe on there. The second gen 5 spokes. And then I remember I was telling you about the Stingray Corvette there. This is when they redid the car. I don't know what got on here, but something did. But yeah, it's plastic body, metal base, which it came from some series. I'm trying to hurry up for you guys. This Cadillac Escalade I picked up. It comes from this same 5-pack with the tribal flames or tribal graphics on it with the chrome interior. And then one that came from this 5-pack. This is kind of what I kept eyeing me. This one was pretty cool. The Bat logo. It's some type of Halloween series. But the 8 crate. Pretty nice. Alright, 3 more, guys. I'm trying to rush this to keep it under 50 minutes. And I think this is from a Mopower 5-pack. But I like it. And I don't have the 5-pack, so... But I have almost probably all the cars from the 5-pack now. But that's just a clean looking Super B. Or GTX, sorry. Yeah, it says it right there. Duh. I know some people don't like this body style, but I thought it was pretty cool. At least Plymouth tried to keep these cars designed to keep up with the times. Now this one's getting a wheel swap. I have this on blister, but I want one loose because I like the car. This is the Cord 36, I believe. What does that say? Yep, 36 Cord, which this is technically one of the first front-wheel drive cars before the Olds Tornado. But if you look at this car, the Olds Tornado took a lot of design cues off this car, like the grille, hidden headlamps. They paid tribute to this car. It's really nice. This bad boy's getting a wheel swap. And last, this is exclusive out of a 5-pack. I can't remember, but it's the Concept Camaro, I believe. Yep, Concept convertible. I guess this is what, 2010. Take that back, 2008. Looks good in this like brownish gold spectral flame. I don't think it's metallic. Nice clean black interior with the I know they're the faster than ever wheels, but the faster than ever wheels were faster than ever because of the axles, not the wheels. They just gave them a gold bronze paint, but it's pretty much the same wheel. But guys, we made it. All my rambling, if you didn't fall asleep, hope you all brought a Red Bull with yourselves. I'll try to go through this craziness with me, but this is what I got from Robert's 123 sale. Yeah, I maybe overdid it, but when you find good cars, you know, you can't go wrong. And I mean, none of these cars were, the highest car here I paid for was $3. And I don't even remember which ones they were. There was only a couple. Most of these were $2 and under. Some of these were 50-cent cars. And I think that maybe be those right there. But anyways, yes, this is what I got. This will be going to my loose collection. So just wanted to show you all. Hope you all have a good weekend. Hope you all find some good stuff out there. I'm going to try to find some stuff this week. I got a little mini vacation, so I'm going to try to put my big boy pants on, go out there and try to find some good stuff. So you guys have a good weekend, and this is Ryan signing out. Catch you laters.